Hello YouTube, happy Saturday. Welcome to my studio. I'm Robin McClendon and I'm a mixed media artist, gel printer, book artist, hand paper making. You know, I just am definitely mixed media for sure. But this is a little preview of what we're going to do. I've been printing here and just finished a whole session of playing with these, the ARA in the neon colors with my patrons. So we kind of did this Andy Warhol kind of neon grid. We did a lot. I tried a lot of different combinations, you know, working with the different combinations, but I kind of sort of settled probably on this combination, playing with the neon. So I have a set, you know, they've been sending me colors and I really appreciate it. So these are the neon colors. And you know, you guys know here I work with a lot of neutrals. This year I'm going to challenge myself to integrate a lot more color into my neutral palette. So still staying true to me as an artist and what I find fascinating, but also integrating color. And I really am liking these neons, believe it or not. And I feel like, you know, I love working with the Crink, which is the street art paints. For graffiti, I work with the Stuart Simple, which is more just beautiful kind of urban type of paints. And I just ordered some of the Crink, the spray cans that you spray graffiti with, because I'm working large scale as well. And I just feel like these palettes could really work in a little Warhol, a little Basquiat. I don't know. I'm into it. So I thought that I would share these colors with you. So I decided to take a feather and use it as a tool that I could print over and over again, because I know it's going to maintain its form, so we kind of get this Warhol looking type of vibe going on. So I'll show you how I did these, and we can play with a few combinations. They really do blend nicely. And so like here, this blue background, I put the red on top and got this really cool purple. So they really blend layer to layer because they're translucent. So let's go ahead and let's do a few of these so you can see how I did them. And I know many of you found these paints. Jackson Art out of the UK, many of you found them there, and even the Canadians were able to find that they shipped to Canada so much easier and cheaper. I actually went on to Jackson Art, and you guys must have bought them all because there was nothing left on the site. So they are gone. I'm sure they're going to, you know, obviously restock. And here in the US, I found them on Amazon. I found a lot of colors on Amazon, and they're only like between $9 and $15 for a 100 milliliter container. And when you really take it and compare it to golden, which the quality is definitely golden quality level, no doubt about it. These are really quality paints. This is 118 milliliters, and this is what, like normally 22, 24, all the way up to 30 something, 40 for certain colors for this size. So anything from $9 to $15 isn't bad for the same amount of paint. So actually they're not really terribly expensive for the quality. So I wanted to point that out. So on Amazon US, if you go to Robin McClendon Amazon storefront, I have a section just for the ARAs. And I'm going to keep on adding them when I find them on Amazon, just to make it easy for some of you guys to get it right now as I'm working with the company, and hopefully we'll, you know, find out where they're rolling out more distribution, blah, blah, blah. You know how it works. But anyhow, yes. So let's get going. So I'll show you how I did these. So I got my plate down here. So now there's already a little yellow down. And what I find is that I can pull some of that yellow to get a nice under painting. And I like that idea of the underpainting on the surfaces, because I feel like it just adds to the complexity, and it kind of gives almost more of a traditional silk screen look to it, because what happens with silk screening, when you're painting over and over again on that screen, you do, you're putting your different layers down to layer out whatever you're, to print the entire image. You know, you have different screens that you'll keep on laying one over the other. And so your image is segmented, right? Well, in this case, we're not doing that. We're working on the gel plate, so we're going to keep on putting it down in the same place. But what I like is what happens with screen printing. As you're building up layers, if you don't clean your screen really good, you start getting residue. It's pretty much like how with a gel plate. Well, I kind of like that. You know me. I like the sophistication of that extra layer of stuff that's going on. It just doesn't look so, you know, cut and dry. It really does give you a little bit more interest. So this yellow is going to pull. It's probably going to look green because I'm finding these colors really blend nicely. So yes, so it's going to give us this greenish kind of. So that's a bit of the ghost of that former feather. But I like the green blue mixture. Now, of course, if you don't want it, you just use your baby wipe and wipe it off. But I like that. So now I'm going to try magenta. Last time I did the red. So we're going to put some magenta down and roll it out. So I know this is going to give us a purpley kind of color because it's going to mix on top. It's going to mix with this glue, this blue. It's like they're transparent colors. And goodness, they really do blend beautifully. Okay, so now you're going to see. So this is magenta. This is blue. Clearly, right? So put the feather down. And I'm just kind of doing a rough lining up of everything. Now, you're going to see this is going to make like a purple kind of tone just by putting the red on top of this blue. Even though the paints are dry, that paint was completely dry, it's still color mixes, which I absolutely love. We could do a lot with that. So, okay, so you want to lift the portion. Oh my God, look at that color. So we'll lift the portion of it up. We still have that feather, the imprint of the inside of it. And so that's how we pick up and make more dimension on the feather, on this print. Oh my goodness, this is good. Oh yes, look at that. Wow. Wow, you see how it looks? It looks like a photograph, like a negative. So that blue with the magenta made a really pretty purple. And because I already had that yellow down there that was from the very first, it was still the ghost from a previous pull that I had done, and it was roughly in the same place as the other, it made a third layer. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love it. So you can see how this is the blue with the magenta. This is the blue with the red. See the difference? Just the difference in the color, but we got two different types of, this is more of a bright grapey purple, and this is a little sort of a darker, kind of a red purple. Oh gosh, this is so good. Okay, let's do it again. So let's take, I wanted to try the orange. Let's do the orange on the bottom. What would we do on top? Orange. Let's see what the green will do. So we're going to do orange as our first layer. These paints, oh my goodness, these neons. I definitely am going to be doing some of my graffiti scripting on them. Like, yes, absolutely. Can use that. You can do that with the Poscas. I also think that we should be able to pull the Poscas with these. Oh my goodness, what couldn't we do, right? Today we're going to stay focused on just pulling these prints, but the mark making that we can do with these colors to create like really cool collaging, to do sort of urban inspired collages. Okay, so nice. Look at that orange. Nice. Let's put green on top of it and see what we get. Who knows? Okay. I'm finding, at first when I was playing with these, I was trying to mix, I was trying to do them more sort of complementary, not complementary, analogous colors, thinking about it like that, and keeping the yellow as the first base color. But I'm finding that the way these things mix, you kind of get a little bit more interest going when you kind of do the unexpected, like this orange and this green. Let's see what we get. I haven't done this combination yet. Be some crazy, might be like crazy brown, maybe rusty kind of color. Let's see. Who knows? Just all playing here, learning what the palette will do. Okay, so, ooh, yes, look at that. Let's get that green back in there. Okay. Wow. Yep, sort of this rusty kind of orange. The colors are, it's kind of hard. Okay, you can see it better like that. Like this, it just washes it out. But like this, it's closer. It's like how my eye is seeing it. So it's like this rusty orange kind of color, which is really cool. Let's see. Let's do, I can't stop. Let's do a magenta. Let me see. I find that the magenta works nicely. Let's do the blue with the red on top, so you can see the difference while we're playing. So I'm thinking that I could literally make these. I'm working on an 8x10, but with a smaller feather, leaf, flower, or something like that, you could work on even the 6x6 and make really cool grids and grid the whole thing out. So when I was thinking about working like this, let me get my phone. Where's my phone? I went on Pinterest and pulled let's see. So here's an example. Of course, the iconic Marilyn Monroe, right? Warhol. Also, the bananas. So that would be cool, 6x6. So you could do a grid of 6 on the 6x6 gel plate to create that square. The Mona Lisa, it's cool. Sorry about that light. Try to get it, see. And this other one, just another Marilyn Monroe. It was a different color configuration. So go on Pinterest and get some inspiration. Let me use the red. And make some grids, even just with, doesn't have to be with the neon. Just kind of play, maybe think, in terms of Andy Warhol inspiration. This is going to be our Andy Warhol inspiration. Pop art. And kind of see what comes of it. I like using something that gives depth. So like these feathers, let's just go in the opposite direction. Because you could also switch the grid around so that, you know, when you go to lay them down, they could face each other or face away, you know, we'll see. But I like the idea of creating this and then, you know, on a cradle board or on a canvas or something like that, or even just a large sheet of printmaking paper. You can cut it out and then lay that grid back down to create, you know, your print. You could also take these and just on really small cradle boards, mount them, and then mount them on the wall as separate images. Oh, this is good. Look at that color. Wow. So let's say like on a cradle board like this, like we've worked on before, this is a 6x6. So your 6x6 plate, you could print individual, whatever you're doing, and then mount 4 or 6 on the individual cradle boards and then mount them on the wall in a grid. How cool would that be? That would be really nice too. So lots of ways to play with this, but just, you know, as we move forward, just keep on thinking about creating our art, you know, to finished art. Look at that. That's just beautiful. Okay, let me get, see how cool that is. So changing the direction allows, well, you can't see that one that good. It's just in this light. You can, the eye sees it pretty well. I think you can see this better. So it's kind of cool to think about shifting the direction as well. So it's a diptych, a triptych, and if we did another one that way, we could do, let's do one more this way so we could see. So what color do I want to, maybe I'll do the yellow. No, we got the yellow here. Which color do we want to do? So we did that one. This one you can't see that well. It's pink is pretty. Maybe the pink with, wonder what the pink, no, we did that one. Okay. We did the pink with the blue. Oh. That's a solid yellow. I'm trying to figure out what other combination is going to make it. Like, I feel like we could use a solid blue. But if we put the blue on the top, have I done that? It's like figuring it out. Let's try putting the blue on top of the yellow. I don't think I've done that. I think a blue's on the bit on the bottom. Green on, I did the blue on top with Patron. So let's see, where is that? Blue on the bottom. Okay, let's try it. Okay. It's interesting to see how we could, you know, flush that out. Okay. Let's do blue on the top. So, I feel like, let's do this yellow and blue on the top. I know I've done that. I don't know why I don't see it, but let's just do it. Okay. I feel like there's a ton of different combinations. And of course you could mix the neons with the, you know, the regular colors. You can just do all of the non-neon. Since I had them to play with, I just wanted to see what they did, and boy, am I inspired. Really am. So I hope you guys are finding this interesting, and it gives you some things to think about. See, I love how you get to pull all of that, and it just, you know, becomes a part of the print. Okay, so let's put the blue down. I really like the way it just makes it look like a photograph or a, you know, like a photo negative. And, you know, and Warhol's work was very much about photography, right? He using silkscreen, he was actually taking photographs, reproducing them into layers on his silkscreen, you know, in the silkscreen process to create that photo in silkscreen. So he probably had 5 or 6 or 7 layers, depending on the image. So right here, the same would be true in that we are, okay, so we got, I'm challenged to figure out how to just get blue on the top. Because it does go green. See what other neon colors they have. I don't know if this is the full neon palette. And also see what other colors, but it's gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, that's gorgeous. And then seeing that undercolor there that was the pink. See how it just gives us that extra stuff. So let's just look. See what we have here. So if we have that one to here, and then this one, so I need one that's going to go here. Or if I did that there. So let's say if we did that, that, and that. That's cool. Let me move these out the way. So you see you have so many of these. You can literally start playing with combinations to figure out, you know, what you want it to do. That's good. Oh, this is a pretty one too. Oh, I love this one. So let's see. This one up here. Oh my goodness. It just, you know, we could just do so much. You could change the grid. So flipping the orientation of your piece will allow you to do different things on the grid. So I want to do one more. One more. Just one. I'm curious to see how, I don't have the black here. It's still in my, I'm just going to use the goldens. I want to see if we do a black on top of this neon, what we get. So that'll be our last one. My ARAs are still boxed up from the workshop that I did. So, or else I would try that black, but hey, use what we have because we have all these other paints anyway, so. It'll be nice to see. I'm sure they're going to mix and match beautifully. So hopefully that's a nice dark, I'm going to get a nice dark full yellow. Okay. Okay. Putting a decent amount down gives us a nice full color. Okay. Okay, that's good. Now let's go ahead and put some black down. This is the Golden's Carbon Black. Ooh. See, this would be cool. Okay. Put that down. Let's put this neon over top of it. See what we get. I think I've done metallics. I've done this process with the metallics. Gorgeous. You really get this look of definitely looks like a photo negative or a photo gravure, you know, that kind of thing. It just looks like an old silver negative type of thing. Oh yes, look at that. This is, oh, look at that. This is really opt-arty. Opt-arty. Pop art. So just think, if you don't have neon, just think in terms of bright colors against, oh, look at that. That's good. Oh, yeah. See that? So just think about your dark colors against that there. I mean, look at that. That's good. So anyway, I think you guys have the idea. I'm sure you've already turned off and are on to your studios to play with this. I mean, these grids are good. So anyhow, thank you for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed just experimenting with these with the neon colors if you're at all curious, but at the same time, at least, you know, you can use your paint you have along with a feather or a leaf or something, and think in terms of the bright palette. So even just doing your bright, you're going to get this sort of opt art kind of thing going on, and let's just have fun. So once again, thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys have had amazing, you know, holiday season, you know, with Thanksgiving just happening here in the United States. And most importantly, more so than, you know, the holiday per se, just having gratitude and thankfulness for everything that we have, everyone that's in our lives. You guys are so important and mean so much to me in this community. You guys just love on me. Oh my goodness, just the amount of love that's poured out over the last few months has just been amazing. Thank you for joining my first Art Mythos Summit. It was an absolute success. More of you guys came in than I could have even imagined. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we just have more to come in 2024. So love you all. I'll see you again next week, and we'll see what we're going to do then. But have fun with this. Bye-bye.